Hey everyone, my name is Jacob. Today we're going to be talking about WWDC, everything that was just announced. For me, it was announced just a few minutes ago. And yeah, so I'm super excited to talk about it. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to leave time codes on YouTube so you can scroll around and see what you want to see because it's going to be a pretty long video. We have a lot to look at. So let's start off with iOS 14. So on iOS 14, they added a lot of new things. There's a brand new look. Anyways, so we will now have widgets on the home screen. Now this is such a very, very big deal, something that we've been wanting for such a long time, and I love how they're going about doing this. So first of all, you can put widgets wherever you want to, so you can have an entire page of widgets if that's what you want. But a lot of people I think are going to be doing this design where you can just put them up the top. But like I said, you can put them wherever you want to. Now they also have something here called a smart stack, which intelligently curates a widget based on the apps used most in the time of day and what you normally want to do at that time of day. So this is going to be a very good thing as well. This right here, like for example, like if you normally look at news at 9:41, then it will bring up the news for you, and it'll change throughout the day with what your phone thinks you'll want to see. Widgets are going to be the next big thing. I'm super excited about this. I mean, this looks amazing. Next up is the app library. The new app library automatically organizes all of your apps into one simple and easy to navigate view. Apps are also sorted by category, and your most used apps are always just one tap away. So right here, it's a lot like folders like we used to have here. So here's a little animation to show you what it'll look like. And so you can just tap on your apps right there, just like tap on them and get into them, or you can go into more apps. So you can go into more of your social apps or entertainment apps or recently added apps. And this is going to be a very good way to look into your apps that you use. So for me, a lot of times I'll just go and search for my app and bring it up. That's how I think a lot of people use them. I never use the home screen, almost ever. So this is going to be a very big deal. It's going to make me want to use my home screen again, and I'm super excited for it. We also have, you can be able to search your app library, which is also a very big deal, and they'll have them sorted alphabetically in a list. So if that's something that you want, there you go. So yeah, now we have a new compact call design. This, again, very big deal. If you got a call on your phone right now, it would take up the entire screen, and it's very, very annoying. So this compact call design is going to be just beyond perfect, and I'm very excited for it. They're also adding this to the iPad as well, but we'll talk about that later. Now we're also going to get picture-in-picture on iPhone, which is a very, very big deal, because the fact that we haven't had that is very disappointing. I do not know why that is something that took so long to get here. But yeah, as you can see in this example, we have a FaceTime call in. They'll be able to do videos, or that's it, FaceTime or videos really. And you can swipe it away so that you can't see it anymore. And yeah, it's gonna be great. Now moving on to messages, we will have a pinned conversation. So you can pin conversations up here and be able to see your most recent conversations that you have pinned up there, and you can see what's going on up there as well, which will be very nice. You can also add group photos, and the whole design of groups are completely different. Let's take a look at it. So you can actually mention people now, which is going to be a very, very big deal, because if you have a big group thread with a bunch of people texting, it can be quite annoying, and you don't want to see everything, or you at least don't want to be notified with everything. So with this, you can have notifications on solely whenever you are mentioned by name. So see, we don't have to have an @ symbol or anything like that. It's just like a normal conversation. Hey Candace, can you lead the presentation? And that's exactly how it will work. You don't have to have any sort of @ symbol. It'll just do it because of your name. That's a really, really big deal, and something that I'm really looking forward to. You can also have inline replies to messages. So it's sort of like YouTube comments, for example. So we have a bunch of comments, and then you can reply to a comment. That's what you're gonna be able to do on here. You're gonna be able to reply to a message. So you'll have like messages that are grouped in a way. It's very confusing, and here's the new design of the top. So you can see your group photo that you've added, and then the most recent people that have been talking, and they grow in size by who has been talking more recently. There are new age options and face coverings, and also 20 new hair and headwear styles to reflect your hobby, profession, and personality with Memoji, and also 3 new Memoji stickers. For people who use Memoji, I don't really use it that much, but for people who do, this is going to be a really big deal. Now, moving on to maps, there are some big things coming with maps. We will be able to have cycling directions. So if you like to cycle or ride a bike or whatever you want to call it, you can now use maps to determine how to get to a certain spot. It also will tell you the incline and tell you information about what you're about to do. So, hey, there's bike lanes and busy roads, and there's also stairs required. And you can press go and start your journey. Also, there will be electric car vehicle routing, which is going to be a very big deal because maps will be able to know what percentage your car is at and let you know where to charge your car, when to charge your car, and that's just an amazing thing right there. Also, Apple Maps is introducing guides. So Apple Maps editors have worked with trusted brands and partners to offer guides for great places around the world to eat, shop, and explore. You can save guides and they'll automatically update when new places are added, so you always have the latest recommendations. So this is a really good idea because I always have trouble figuring out what to do in certain areas, and these guides will definitely help us out. Now, moving on to the new Apple Translate app. Yeah, it's basically Google Translate, but Apple, and we will have a very nice conversation mode. So basically you'll be able to talk and the phone will know what language you're speaking in, and yeah, you can have a conversation with someone with using a different language. They'll also have on-device mode, just like Google Translate, and yeah, you'll be able to download that to your phone so you can use it whenever you want to, even without a connection to the internet. Yeah, we also will have favorites, so you can easily translate something, and attention mode. Yeah. Now moving on to Siri. This is going to be a very big deal, and I'm super excited about it. Siri has a completely new design, and I'm totally here for it. So here's what it looks like right here whenever you're talking to her. Well, actually, whenever you're talking to her, the circle will scale, and you know it'll show that you're talking to her, which is a very, very cool idea because it does not obstruct what you're looking at on your phone. And say that you're asking the weather, Siri will bring it up in a sort of like card-like fashion, like a notification right over what you're looking at, so it doesn't obstruct everything. Very, very big deal. Now moving on to home, which is, you know, a very big part for me. I really love the home. We'll be able to have suggested automation. So whenever you add a new HomeKit accessory, the Home app suggests useful automations so you can put it right to work. You'll also be able to see your home status. So if there's anything that your phone thinks that you need to know about, such as your front door being unlocked or your garage door being open, your lights being on, it'll be up there at the top so that you can quickly adjust that if you need to, which is a very good idea. You'll also get adaptive lighting, which will allow you to set your lights to change color temperature throughout the day based on different scenarios. So say that in the morning you want a nice, like, gentle wake up color and brightness, and then whenever you get further into the day, it'll turn blue and brighter, and so you can concentrate. And whenever you go to the night, it'll get darker and oranger to take out those blue colors and help you or allow you to get ready for sleep. More about sleep coming later. This is a very, very big deal, and something that I'm going to be using for sure. Super excited to test that out. Activity zones will allow you to focus on areas on your camera that you want to be notified about, because, so see in this example right here, we have bikers and walkers on the street. You want to be notified whenever your camera detects motion there, because you'll be notified all the time. So you can set activity zones right there. And also, we will have facial recognition, so you can notice or you can see who is talking to you with your camera, and it just uses the facial recognition already in the Photos app on your phone. Kind of creepy, but definitely cool. As for Safari, we're going to get translation, which is in beta. So Safari can now translate websites in seven different languages. So yeah, whenever you open up a page, you can translate it into English or whatever language you're using out of the 7 that they have right now, and they do plan on adding more in the future. We're also going to get better performance as usual, and password monitoring, which is also very good big deal, and also a privacy report, so you can see what the website is doing to track you and handle it, and yeah, very big deal. Car keys and CarPlay have been updated, so you can actually use your phone as a car key. Very big deal, and right now it's only available for the 2021 BMW, but in the future it will be allowed for most other cars. They're working with a bunch of other cars as well. You can also share your keys and do different sorts of access, or whatever you want to call it. So, well, I guess that's what they call it right here. So you can only allow restricted driving or unlock and drive. So this would be basically everything you want to do, but restricted driving would allow the user to unlock, lock, and start and drive the car with restrictions. And you can see the owner's manual for more details. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't really know. Now, AirPods, very big deal. Spatial audio, so much to talk about here. Wow, okay, so spatial audio only works on AirPods Pro, and basically brings surround sound to your AirPods Pro. Very big deal. There's a lot of information about it. Be sure to go watch the keynote if you haven't already. So many things there. Now, you'll also be able to get battery notifications on your AirPods whenever you need to charge your AirPods. Very big deal. I don't know why they haven't done this before. I'm like, seriously? Like, this is something that I feel like we need, and we just haven't done it, and we need it, because I never know whenever my AirPods are about to die, and I would like to know. We also have automatic switching. Such a big deal. So what you're able to do is listen to music on your phone, and then if you stop your music and pick up your iPad and start watching a movie, it'll automatically switch just like that. And it also works with your Mac, which is also a very big deal, because AirPods have not been very good on the Mac so far. So yeah, this is going to be amazing, and something that I'm super excited about, and I was actually just thinking a few days ago, why don't we have this? So yeah, that's going to be great. Now, moving on to app clips. This is going to be a very, very big deal, because you will be able to get different versions of an app without actually having it, so you can quickly do things. Very confusing, I know. So say that you want to go ride a scooter. So all you have to do is get your phone, put your phone on the NFC chip on the scooter, and it'll open up an app clip. Now, then you'll easily be able to pay for the scooter and go and ride it, or you can download the app. So you don't even have to have the app downloaded to use app clips. That's kind of the point, is you can use versions of an app without actually having it downloaded, and you won't have to create an account and all that stuff because of signing with Apple, and you won't have to sign in with all your credit card information either because of Apple Pay. Very, very convenient, and something that I think we're really gonna like. Here's an example of it right here. For the scooter thing I was talking about, you can open it up, and then it'll open up this app clip, and then you can just start it right there like that without even having the app downloaded. They're fast loading, they're easy and private, and of course, all this stuff with privacy here is a very, very big deal. I want y'all to all go look at it. I'll leave a link in the description because privacy is a very big deal, and Apple has done a lot to help you out, especially with apps and Safari. Yeah, this is gonna be a very big deal. And approximate location is also really cool, because your app's like a weather app. You might not want it to know your exact location. You might want to know like your approximate location. And that's going to be a very big deal, because you don't have, I've said big deal too many times. You don't have to give apps your exact location. An approximate location will work just fine for weather app. So yeah, that's really great. There's so much more. There's new App Store improvements, new Apple Arcade improvements, augmented reality improvements, camera improvements, Game Center, help, notes, photos, reminders, mail, weather, voice memos. There's so many different things. If you want to go check it out, like I said, there's a link in the description. But yeah, let's move on to iPadOS now. So iPadOS, there's a lot of things here to look at, so let's go into it. iOS 14 was a lot too, so yeah. We will still have the same redesigned widgets just like before on iOS. We're gonna have a new app design with pull-down menus and sidebars to make the iPad experience even more seamless and a little bit better for that big screen, because we've had basically iOS apps running on an iPadOS device and it just didn't work. We'll also have a new search, which they didn't exactly talk about how you bring that up. So I don't really know, but you'll be able to search everywhere, and it'll be over your content, so you can still look at what you're doing, and it'll be universal, so you can search anywhere, not just on the home screen. We also have compact cells, oh my gosh, compact calls, just like on your iPhone. So it'll be up there like that. We'll take up the full screen. Kind of makes sense. Scribble, very, very big deal. You'll be able to write inside of any text field, and it'll convert it over to text. any text field. So you can just write over it and convert it to text. Just like on your Apple Watch we have now, you just write it over the text field, just like this right here. Like this is not like some cool graphic thing that they put over. This is how you would actually write over it just like that. And there's so many things that you can do. You can scratch out to erase stuff. You can circle a word to select it. You can copy and paste words from handwriting to text. You can use gestures just like you can on text. You can move words around. You can do so many things. You can like select text and use it. Like in this example right here, you can just select this text and use it just like, you just like text. That's literally what it is. You can select this handwritten text and use it just like text. And you can go over and paste it into normal text as well. A lot of things with text. They also have shape recognition, so you can draw a shape and it'll turn it into the shape that you're trying to draw, because all of us are not very good artists. We also have data detectors, so if you write down a date, it will know that you're writing down a date with your handwriting. I have terrible handwriting, so we'll have to test that. Augmented reality. So basically, AR experiences can be placed at specific geographic coordinates so you can view them in some of your favorite places around the world. That's really cool. Something I definitely see helping, like, you know, like I said, like famous landmarks and stuff like that. You can even place them in your neighborhood. I can definitely see some really cool apps like Pokemon Go adopting this. Messages. This is basically all the same that we had before. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to go through all of that again. We already looked at that. We already looked at everything for the maps, everything for the home, everything for Safari, everything for AirPods. Siri, if you want to see the design of it, it goes down in here in this corner. Yep, so yeah, I mean, really everything's the same after that with iOS 14. Okay, so WatchOS 7, we have a lot of talk about here. Sleep tracking is finally here, but let's talk about watch faces first. So we have new faces to make them our own. We have some new Pride faces, and not faces, but colors. And these are the two new faces right here. Not, you know, amazing, but it is something that has happened. Apps can now have multiple complications in a single watch face, so you can really do whatever you want to now. They also have some new complications from Apple. There you go, right there. I mean, like 4, so really big deal right there. You can also share faces with your friends on social media and apps, on websites. That's gonna be really nice. You can find faces in the App Store as well, which is very interesting. Like I said, you can get them online. Now going into the Sleep app. Here we go. This is what we all been waiting for. First of all, we have sleep mode, which will be available on your Apple Watch and your phone. So you'll be able to set a time that you want to go to bed, and whenever that's happening, your phone will, it'll first let you wind down. So it'll turn off notifications and dim your screen and do a bunch of different things. So that's going to be very nice, and definitely with your lights changing color as well, it'll just be a very nice sleep experience. So this is what sleep mode looks like on your watch, and your watch will turn off. It will not always be on, and you can turn it on with a tap, not even raising to wake it, just with a tap. And obviously that's not something that you're going to be doing a lot, but yeah, it just shows a time and your alarm, which also saves battery. As for sleep tracking, your Apple Watch uses its accelerometer to notice subtle movements associated with breathing and differentiate between sleeping and waking states. A lot of stuff happening right there, and I'm all for it. And here is your sleep chart right there. This is for the week, and this is for the day that you slept. You will be able to get bedtime reminders and more wake-up sounds, which is great because whenever I have a sound on my phone to wake me up, it's absolutely terrifying. Like, it sounds like, I don't even know. It's just so terrifying. So I'm very excited about having some better sounds. You can also just do a taptic thing on your watch so that it will not wake you up with blaring noise, just a nice little tap, which I think will wake me up because I'm a pretty light sleeper. Whenever you wake up, whenever you wake up, your watch will greet you with a good morning screen. And if your battery is below 30% in your bedtime, you'll get a reminder to charge. If you charge after waking up, you'll get an iPhone notification whenever you're at 100%. So this is a really big deal because sometimes, or at least I would think, if I was to wear my watch at night, I would go throw it on the charger in the morning and completely forget to put it back on. I'm just a moron like that. So if my phone was like, hey, idiot, your watch is charged. There we go. And then we also have sleep and the health app as well. Now fitness has been reworked in a way. We have a few new things such as dancing, functional strength training, core training, and cool down. And the activity app on your phone has been renamed to fitness. So, okay. Also, we have cycling and maps. We already looked at that. Now, hand washing. This is something interesting, I will say. Sort of quirky, but it's something, definitely. It'll tell you whenever you're washing your hands, it'll know it, and it'll tell you how long to wash them. If you stop, it's gonna be like, hey, you gotta keep on washing your hands. So yeah, the design is, I feel like it's a little bit childish in a way, but I don't like. I can't like really think about me being in the bathroom somewhere and washing my hands and people watching me look at these bubbles come up on my watch. I just feel like it's gonna be really weird, but I honestly, I don't know. And also, your Apple Watch will remind you to wash your hands whenever you get home, which is a big deal. I don't have a problem with that. I'm a very avid hand washer. So yeah, that's just something that we have there. So Siri updates, we have Siri translation, and I guess that's kind of, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, there's on-device dictation. That's a very big deal. As well as Siri shortcuts. You can have them on your watch, which will be a very, very big deal. Now, we will have hearing health updates. So you'll get notified and have your headphone volume reduced to a safe level when you reach the World Health Organization's recommended for safe weekly listening dose. Okay? You'll also get a weekly listening summary, and also will help you reduce loud sounds. So yeah, that's it for WatchOS 7. Now let's go on to macOS Big Sur. What a name! What a name! Every time they said that, I just couldn't help but laughing. This is actually a really, really big deal. Yeah. This is a very big deal. They've completely reworked the macOS design. As you can see here, it looks a lot like an iPad design. We have a control center, new designs for apps, rounded corners, a refreshed dock, which will take on the rounded corner design, which I love these app icons. They do look really nice. I will give them that. We have a new control center, which I already talked about. All new Safari. You can set a background, and that's kind of it. Also privacy reports like we were talking about, and translation, increased performance just like we were talking about. They've done a lot to Safari, but I'm just kind of skimming over it. Messages are the same. We will get inline replies and mentions and pinned conversations and group photos and all those really fun things. Discover trending images and GIFs and instantly add them to a message. Okay, that's new. Okay. Emoji, which you can't even use on the Mac except for stickers. Message effects, which if we haven't gotten that already, is that new for the Mac? That's dumb. Okay, whatever. Search will be new too on messages, just like the iPhone last year. They're basically taking everything that we got last year and adding it to the Mac this year. That's kind of what I've kind of realized. Redesigned maps that looks exactly like the iPad. Guides, exactly like the iPhone and iPad. Look around, exactly like the iPhone. Privacy, exactly like the iPhone, and even more. Oh my gosh, so many different things that we have there. Yay. Listen Now, forgot to talk about that for Apple Music, is for you. So, they just renamed it. So, yeah. Now, they also added some things for Apple TV, which I could not find on their website anywhere. So, yeah, basically, you'll have picture-in-picture mode, which will be a very big deal. And also, you'll be able to use some new controllers. You'll be able to have, see your cameras. I think that was kind of it. Oh, you'll also have smart home control as well on the Apple TV. So yeah, that's basically it. That was all that was announced at WWDC this year. That was a lot of stuff. This is a very long video, so if you want to rewatch it, go back, talk to me in the comments, be sure to do so. Be sure to also give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I'm super excited for iOS 14 and iPadOS 14. Those are the two that and sleep mode on my watch. So whenever the beta come out, where it's, you know, stable, like they came out today, but it's like, they're not stable at all, I'll definitely try them out, so be sure to subscribe and click that bell to be notified whenever I do that. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're realizing that the lighting is a little bit different, one of my studio's lights went out, so I will have that fixed, but sorry if it's pretty bad. I don't think it's terrible, but it's also not amazing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. What do you think about WWDC? What do you wish that you would have seen? There was no hardware, which I'm gonna have a video about soon. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned a lot. That was a lot, I know. Okay, goodbye.